Hi, good morning everybody. Hello and welcome to the August edition of the Social Media Roundup. I'm just going to give it 30 seconds or so to make sure that everybody jumps in and see who we can get online at the same time. We've got a couple of viewers, it's brilliant. If you can see me and hear me, give me a thumbs up, show me some love, give me a wave. That would be fantastic. 1st of September, where does the time go? This is crazy. Everybody is kind of in this new phase of post-lockdown realisation and new norms, and I hope that's working out for everybody. Good afternoon, Rachel. Thanks very much. We've got quite a few people watching, which is fabulous. Lovely. Everybody can hear me and see me and give me lots of love. That's brilliant. Okay, I've got a big announcement today, actually. About our social media roundups. Earlier in the summer, we actually announced that this is the 4th year, like May I think it was the anniversary of my Facebook Live. So when I started the company in 2015, about 8 months later, Facebook announced the live feature on its pages. It had already been available on profiles, and then they were introducing it into pages. And I thought this is an opportunity that we need to jump on straight away. So I've been using Facebook Live since it's really been introduced, if you like. And it's been fantastic. We've had loads of responses, we've had loads of engagement, we've had loads of positive feedback, which I've absolutely loved. And the business since that moment has grown and we've developed. And we are much more than a social media consultancy now. You know, we are a social first communications agency. Everything that we do is underpinned by social media and digital, but we offer so much more. We offer marketing, we offer PR, we offer digital advertising, etc., graphic design, all that good stuff. So it is with excitement, I would say, that today is going to be the last social media roundup that I do live for free to our audience. I know some people will be disappointed by that because they absolutely love watching these and they get so much value from it. But as a business owner, I need to now move this to the next step and go, how can we develop this feature? How can we continue to give tons of value to our audience that's accessible to you, whether you are small, medium, micro business owners? And I have to kind of make that decision really, and that's my responsibility for the company to drive us forward. So a couple of plugs really to say that we always share this information out on Twitter in drips and drabs throughout the month. So if you don't follow us on Twitter, I think I need to say something else then. If you don't follow us on Twitter, head over there now at NLY Social, because we do share these articles all month long through the month. Follow us on Instagram, because we're going to be doing a lot more on Instagram from here on in. We've introduced our newest member of staff, Nisha. Nisha is watching live, so she can say hello. And Nisha's going to be taking over our Insta channel. So she's got loads of big plans, which I'm really excited to see. And a lot of this stuff will actually be going out in one way or another through our Instagram account. And the same for TikTok. If you haven't yet followed us on TikTok, make sure you do so. Our debut TikTok content is coming next week, so head over there. And lastly, if you're not already in there, go to the Social Media Academy Facebook group. Search the Social Media Academy. We will add a link in the comments for you to easily find it. We will probably be moving these roundups into there so that they are exclusive to that Facebook group. There also might be we are looking at, introducing a small membership fee to be in the Social Media Academy. Cheap as chips price, but it just means that we're going to get people dedicated to learning, and we are still able to make it accessible for anybody, no matter what size you are or stage in your business journey. So that's the main kind of news for you. And last but not least, we will be blogging. We still blog All this sort of information comes through in how we deliver our work. So we're not, just because we're not doing these lives won't mean, or this particular live doesn't mean we're not going to be on top of the ball for our clients and our work and our knowledge. That is still being absorbed. We're just not going to be, or I'm just not going to be delivering it in this format from next month. So on that note, let's get started, because it is a biggie and it is a real goodie. And there are some stuff in here. There are some things in here which are super exciting and really valuable. Starting with Insta, our darling Instagram. The update everybody's been buzzing about this month for Instagram's Instagram Reels. If you don't know what that is, Instagram Reels is our TikTok challenger. Thank you, Facebook, for continuously challenging and wanting a bit of what everybody else is doing. TikTok has been banned in India, and there are talks of TikTok being shut down in the US, Japan, and Australia. So Instagram and its parent app, Facebook, have obviously stepped in to announce a similar tool within Insta, and that's called Reels. Here you can create 15-second videos with creative effects, multiple clips, sounds and music, just like TikTok, but the videos will be shared to your Insta profile. So that's wicked for Insta. Reels is also a great opportunity for businesses. You have already an established audience on your Instagram account. You're most likely driving a younger audience, and using Reels will mean you're going to be able to effectively communicate with both millennials and Gen Z with your marketing. Instagram will most likely be updating its Explore page also to broaden the reach of Reels in a similar way to TikTok's For You page, which means that you could reach potentially even more clients and customers than before. It's still very new, and they are experimenting with this new form. But alongside TikTok, this would be a smart move as the app works out how exactly Reels can really work for you. In a couple of other updates, Instagram is introducing QR codes to scan and directly open up a profile in the app. This is a great tool for businesses. As we know, QR codes are really, I think they're undervalued or underused the right way, if that makes sense. I remember a few years ago, QR codes were like the buzzword, and people were slapping them up on posters left, right and centre, with them going nowhere but a homepage of a website. I even had a QR code sent to me once where I scanned it, and it was a picture of an iPhone notes, which just said like email address, name and contact number, which I thought was really pointless. But they do have a great place in marketing and comms if you use them the right way. So having QR codes scannable via Instagram is going to allow customers to more easily connect on social without having to search for usernames or profiles. So previously Insta had a similar feature called name tags, but this involved having to open the app and function rather than just being able to use the camera. So expect to see your name tag converted into a QR code very soon. Love this next update. The app's also going to start running ID checks to prevent bots and fake followers, meaning accounts it views as having automatic or inauthentic activity will need to provide a valid form of ID in order to keep their account running properly. If an ID is not provided, Instagram is going to take actions ranging from reducing reach and distribution or features all the way up to permanently disabling the account. That's huge. That's such a massive step forward for Insta, running those ID checks to prevent bots and fake followers. So key thing here is when we talk a lot about engagement, make sure you're engaging authentically in a way that sounds authentic as well, because there are a lot of bot activity out there. There is a lot of bot activity out there. And so if you're starting to, even if it is you behind a comment going, lovely, love this, really nice, it's likely that the algorithms are going to pick that up and flag it as potential concern content. So Insta and Facebook have become closer linked because an upgrade is now available to connect your Facebook Messenger with your Insta direct messages. If you opt in, the paper airplane icon for Instagram DMs will become a messenger chat bubble. So connecting the two will give more colourful chat options and the ability to react to a message with an emoji, but the update is still in early stages. So that's our Instagram updates for you guys. Moving on to Facebook. Thank you everybody who's watching, by the way. I'm going to give you some waves over here. Wave, wave. Thank you all, thank you all. Okay, so yeah, Facebook. If you are running a Facebook page for your business, there are a couple of changes that we want you to know about this month. The biggest is probably the new layout, which says goodbye to the like button. This might seem like cause for panic, but Facebook has made this moves in hopes for more accurate indicators of interest and engagement with pages, as users will have to make the active decision to follow your page instead and opt into seeing your posts in their news feeds. So they're removing the like option on Facebook pages and they are moving more towards follows. You will have to make an active decision to follow a page and therefore opt in to seeing posts from that page in your newsfeed. Warning or alert there, if you're a page owner and a page admin and a company owner with a page, you need to be thinking about how you're getting people to start following you. Another update we saw this month is the introduction or reintroduction of hashtags, right? So we know that hashtags have been used on Facebook and Facebook pages for quite a while, but have they actually impacted reach or made a difference? We don't think so. We're pretty confident with that fact. And that has actually, I've said that for a very, very long time, and that's actually been echoed just recently this month by Facebook themselves, because they are going in hard on the use of hashtags on Facebook. Reportedly, combining the two, it's very, very similar to Instagram when you start typing in a hashtag, suggested hashtags for you to include, and reportedly improving the reach of your content if you add a hashtag into the post. I'm still begrudgingly not going to do that, or I'm begrudging to do that, but we'll see. And I might start having to give it a go and see what happens. But ultimately, Facebook says they're adding the use of hashtags to help you improve your post reach and connect with a wider audience. But as we said, historically, they've not been that popular on the platform. So it's worth trying to see if your reach improves. Do I think people are using Facebook as a search tool in that detail? I don't know, but we'll wait and see. Facebook groups. We love a Facebook group. We've done lots of free training on Facebook groups. We've had lots of talk about Facebook groups. One thing that's come through this month is now the ability to run sponsored posts in Facebook groups. And there are people who will be watching this, I know, who run a Facebook group, and if it's got over 1,000 followers in, you'll be thinking happy days, because you can now run sponsored posts in your group, as long as you've got over 1,000 members. This basically means you're going to be able to monetize your audience, guys, and other brands can work with you to target your demographic. So that's a great way for you to potentially increase more income through social. Paid events, we spoke about that last month. These are still rolling out and looking very encouraging. Paid events through Facebook will allow businesses to broadcast things like this, like live roundups, like trainings, like classes, as paid workshops to their existing pages. There are a few rules to be mindful of, however, in terms of Facebook's monetization policies, such as restrictions on the type of events and banned content like slideshows of images, looping videos, and static image polls. So it's worth reading those over if you're thinking about setting up a paid event. To further help businesses in their online growth and driving business through Facebook, they've actually announced a Messenger chat plugin update that can be used on websites to connect with customers even when they are not logged in. We should have ours up and running on the Naturally Social website, I believe. That's something that we asked the team to do last month. So do check that out. The goal of the plugin is to give businesses an easier way to have personal connections and conversations with their audiences and build lasting relationships even when they can't contact them in person. I particularly like how they're allowing that to be open now to people who aren't even logged in on Facebook to be able to use that feature. We like that. They're continuing their moves towards becoming an e-commerce destination as well by running US tests of a shopping tab within the app, similar to Insta. And the app hopes that it will highlight the shopping feature they introduced to businesses last year and encourage more product sales directly within the app. Last update from Facebook from us is about them joining Messenger rooms with Facebook Live. So Messenger Live broadcasts can have up to 50 people and are a great way to share webinars, panel interviews or classes live. So this update predominantly competes with Zoom, where users have to pay to broadcast their meetings on other platforms, and will also include linking into WhatsApp and Instagram. Wonderful. Okay, what are we looking at now? We're coming on to Twitter, so we're coming to the last few of our updates. Twitter update this month. So to help you save time when looking through your Twitter message requests, the platform has added more details about the user sending you a DM if you don't follow them. And these will include the user's name and their profile pic, the following numbers, their bio, and if you have any mutual followers or following users. So that's really great. That's a good way for if you're getting loads of message requests that you can start to kind of streamline those and filter them out. And in another move towards protecting privacy, there will also now be a way to limit who replies to your tweets. You can do this using the small globe icon if you haven't seen it already. We've been using it ourselves at the bottom of tweets, and that can determine who is allowed to respond in the hopes of minimizing harassment and trolling. So you can leave the setting to public, similar to your Facebook personal profile, or you can change it to those mentioned in the tweets or only your followers. They're also updating the way retweets with comments or quotes work, making them easier to find and interact with. And this means that the new features are being tested are a quote tweet button or number in the bar where you find the reply and retweet, and click on the retweets button. You'll be able to view retweets both with and without comments. Wonderful. Oh, something to keep an eye out for in the coming months is a paid subscription to premium features on Twitter. Some of these might be an undo send button for typos, fonts and colour choices, longer, higher quality videos, and other tools to make a message stand out from the crowd. Keep your eyes out from that. Would you pay for a kind of updated premium version of Twitter? Let me know. And then to round up our final live roundup here on the Naturally Social page, we've got a few of our extra of the best that highlights this month. Snapchat is updating to make it easier to share content from the app across your other social platforms by allowing viewing of content outside of the app. So this means that Snapchat original content and publisher content that brands or businesses can choose to make public will be easier to share and view online without having the app downloaded. So it will allow your content to have a higher reach and really drive people to your channel. Yes, Nisha's saying, yeah, I probably would just for the undo send button. I love that. And the all edit, yeah, that's what everybody's banging on about. That edit button is probably going to be, I think their undo send is their version of the edit button, and the guys at Twitter are really sticking to their guns with not having that edit button put in. Okay, Pinterest has updated its shopping feature by testing out labels on selected product pins. These labels, like popular and bestseller, aim to drive traffic for the businesses sharing their product pins and make finding the best products to match your inspiration even easier. Okay, and then last but not least, throughout the pandemic, there have been lots of viral messages and fake news stories circulating, as we know. And over here at Naturally Social, we're all about that fact checking. So forwarding WhatsApp messages have been the cause of a lot of fake news, as I'm sure you guys all know. And in addition to limiting the number of people a message can be forwarded to, WhatsApp has now also introduced a search engine feature to make it easy as possible to to fact check the messages you receive. So that's very, very welcome news. So finally, even though many of us are returning to the workplace following the ease of lockdown restrictions, chances are we will still be meeting remotely and utilising Zoom. So being aware of the fact that many users are working from home, where kids, pets and background noise can be distracting, Zoom has introduced a noise cancellation feature, which I love that. I think that's perfect. It's probably come 4 months too late for me, but I can see many people enjoying that and making use of it. And I think certainly as what this pandemic and this lockdown period has kind of taught a lot of us is how to change our working behaviours if possible, encouraging us to think more about what can be delivered online, which has been perfect, and so something like that will be really, really useful for many. Cool. Okay guys, that is it. Thank you very much team for putting that together. This will be available on the website later today, so you can read all the articles in full, in depth, at your own leisure. Thank you to everybody who has watched today, and thank you to everybody who has watched one of our roundups throughout the years. I've gone from just little old me to a team of 5 now, and it's been great to A, keep doing this, but B, also to continue having people watch. But it is time for us to move into the next phase. I'm really excited by that. Stay tuned as we go into the next couple of weeks, and you'll see what that development looks like. But for now, don't forget to join the Social Media Academy if you can, because a lot more activity will be going on there. Sign up to our newsletter, go over to the website, read the blog, follow us on Twitter, all that good stuff. This isn't the end, it's just goodbye for now. Take care, bye.